hold of your strap, bringing it behind your back. Separate your strap so that your hands are as wide as your shoulders and gently pull on it. Gently. You can imagine the upper arms trying to pull on your strap. The upper arms trying to pull on your strap. So we're like cobra pose. From your navel, embody your legs, spread your big footprints, fit bigger shoes. Imagine you can open the arches of your feet. From your heart, widen your shoulders. Go down your arms into your hands. Stretch from your navel to your breastbone, and this time all the way up to the crown as you breathe through the heart. And release. Slowly hold the strap in the front of you, same distance apart, bringing your hands onto your pelvis. Put your eyes on a point for focus as you slide your right leg back for a high lunge. Firm all the muscles of your back leg under the seat, under the buttocks. Firm the muscles. Take your strap to the sky, shoulder distance apart. And once again, use your upper arms to try to pull the strap apart. Upper arm bones. You could even imagine that there's still sort of a strap around your upper thigh bones, and you're widening your upper thigh bones and upper arm bones apart as if you're creating more width in your torso. Press your feet down, and from your heart, stretch to your knuckles. Once again, get longer between your navel and your breastbone. So you're getting long right in the center of yourself, creating a lot of space and support to open the heart above. Bringing the hands down to your waist, put all the weight in the front foot, step up. Pause. Hands soften by your side. Still hold the strap for a moment as you take a breath through the heart. Bringing the strap behind you once again for the cobra, shoulder distance apart. This time you'll sit in a little bit of a chair pose, optional chair. You can also stay standing as you use your upper arm bones to take the strap wide. Keep doing that as you imagine a strap loop around your upper thighs and widen your upper thighs. So the upper arm bones are widening to the sides of the room and the upper thigh bones. Soft jaw, soft tongue, soft eyes. And slowly step it up, stand it up if you're sitting. Pause. Stack your hands on your heart. Take one breath through the nostrils on your heart and imagine the breath softening and expanding under your hands, the whole space. One more time, hands to the pelvis. Slide your left leg back. Tight thighs, bring the strap to the sky. Upper arm bones trying to gently pull the strap wide. So you don't do it from your wrists or from your fingers or from your lower arms, but the upper arm bones right by your shoulders, around your neck, your upper thighs widening into an imaginary strap. Embodying your lower half and your upper half with length between the two. Soft jaw, soft tongue. So on a scale of 1 to 10, we're working at like a 6, 7. So it's not so strained or tense. No white knuckles here. Strap to waist, come to stand. Arms by your side, pause. From your navel, find your pelvis, embody your legs, the soles of your feet. Take one breath, feel the whole earth holding us up under our bodies. Feel our breath lift and spread your ribs, moving in your body. Feel our breath caressing your heart, softening, massaging the whole heart center. And let your eyes float open. Right. So here's where I just want you to pay attention to my strap for a moment. We're going to make that loop. We're going to start that loop and we're going to put it on like a shrug. So you may or may not have ever put a shrug on before, but if I take the loop and I put my fingers inside and I loop it around and let it sort of shrug off, right? So that's step number one. And I'm going to bring it close enough that I can adjust the strap. So in other words, I have a big loop. I'm going to make sure the strap's near me, and I'm just going to take it around one arm, behind my head, and take it around the other arm. If you don't have a strap like this, you can use an imaginary strap. It's just going to be like we're using the strap along our arms to create something to push into. So you can just imagine that. I'm going to make my strap a little tighter, so I have it close by. The buckle close by. I'm going to make it a little tighter now, so that as I pull it into this sort of scarf on my shoulders look, or evening gown look, or shrug look, basically what I'm doing is I'm creating just a reference point that I know what to widen into. So if you don't like the way this feels, or you don't have a strap that has a buckle, you can just imagine that you're pressing into something. Again, so it's right in my upper arm bones, not so much that it pulls you back, just it almost falls down. But if I take my arms out now, I can widen into it. You can see my back as well. If I take my arms out, I can widen into it. I can widen into it. So just enough, tight, just tight enough that you can have some resistance. I need mine just a hair tighter. Okay. So from there, we're going to step to our side mat and open our legs as wide as our mat. And now if I'm in warrior two, I can't take my arms out. I have resistance and I'm not going to try to go past it. So you can imagine if you're not using a strap, you're looking for that imaginary resistance. It's going to help us also pay attention to the back of our heart. Hands on the hips, and we will flip towards the back of our mat for warrior two. Lower as much as you would like in warrior two, not lower than your knee. So either above your knee or so your thigh is parallel, anywhere in between those 2 points. Embody your lower half from your navel through your legs to your feet. And we're just going to bring our arms out like we're holding two platters, and we're stopped by an imaginary strap. The strap is also behind us so we can rest into it and get a sense of our back heart. And we're just going to press into the strap. We can't go very far, but what's happening is we're widening the upper chest, the collarbones, the back of the heart. We'll take 3 long breaths on our own, 3 more, as we tighten our under thighs, the back of our thighs, our hamstrings. I really love these. Big fingers, big toes. It might take a little bit to get used to, but repeat this practice. Try it a few times. Bring your feet parallel for a moment and we'll switch. You can relax a little bit if that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So again, imaginary straps that we can sense our back body. We can stay upright and we have something to resist into. Lower your knee, tighten the back of your thighs, and push into the strap. Lots of space widthwise around the heart and settling into the back of your heart. So you can't really stretch over your front thigh. You're developing a more clear relationship between your upper half and your lower half when you do this too. You're stacked in a different way. So you find the strap behind you, you'll find your ribs and your pelvis and your shoulders much more aware of each other, a more clear cylinder. from your pelvic girdle to your shoulder girdle and everything in between. Getting a little longer from navel to heart, right in the middle of you. And slowly bring it up, release. This time we're going to fold forward. And if you just watch me do it first, I'm simply going to keep my hands on my legs. And I'm going to, once again, press into my strap. Even if it's too loose, I'm going to imagine widening my upper arms as I fold forward. And I'm going to put an imaginary strap around my upper thighs and widen my upper thighs into that imaginary strap. So you can fold forward, also being aware of the strap behind the heart so that you can breathe into it. And even in this pose today, almost imagine you're rounding into the strap as you fold forward, almost. So you're really creating like a cave for the back of the heart. And relax the head, shake it yes and no. And then bend the knees deeply, gather your belly, slowly roll up. Heel toe it in. So you're like in an umpire's position, and a little teeny movements of cat-cow. The inhale opens the chest, and on your exhale, round. It's a little smaller with the strap. Keep it moving in the pelvis. Just a little pelvic release. 2 more times. One more. And all the way up. Pause for a moment. You can bring your hands across to your heart with the strap on. Take a moment to visit your heart center. And just imagine a lot of space, like the whole sky in your chest center. Notice the relationship of your shoulders over your ribs, over your pelvis, and the clarity inside your torso. Just imagine the breath clearing space for you inside. As you just sort of say a little hello to your heart, just greet it now that we created more space that you can sort of feel it and see it and be with it. We're simply meeting our heart space. Just saying hello, like, oh, I'm coming for a little visit. Just a hello with the breath. That's it, just a little hello. We have a little more space to create for the heart as we release the arms down and open the legs one more time. So you can repeat the warrior if that felt good. If your strap got too loose, you can tighten it a little. If your strap is really long, you could wrap it around. If you have like an extra long strap, you could always wrap it around you. Tuck it into your pants or something. So I'm still pretty good here. As I hold my 2 platters, I can widen into my strap and find my back body. So just take a couple of breaths there. You can lift your toes if you want. It's a strong pose. From your navel, embody your legs, your feet to the earth. From your breastbone, from your heart, your shoulders, your fingertips. Get long in between the navel and heart. Remember, don't overwork. So we're talking about a 6, 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. No strain. And flip into the back leg. Once again, we can return to warrior 2, or if you want to try this sort of funky right angle, you're still bound by the strap. So if this feels weird, don't do it. Or if you feel off balance, stay with warrior 2. Here, I'm imagining I'm going to stretch my top arm straight, but I can't. But imagine, so you really work the shoulder blades, the upper arms away from each other. Lots of room for the neck. Find your back strap, back of the heart. One more breath here. Push into the legs, come up. Feet parallel as we switch. And do the other side. So either warrior 2 again, or this funky right angle. Find the strap behind you. Find it with your arms. Embodying from your navel through your feet. From your heart to your fingers. long in the middle, so you're in your whole shape. Even with the strap, don't be distracted from your whole shape as you rest back into the strap behind you. And release, and we'll take one more forward fold here, one wide forward fold. So as you come down, your knees can be bent if you wish. If your strap has loosened too much, just imagine pressing into it with your upper arms and resting into the back of the strap. Imaginary loop around your upper thighs, pressing your upper thighs into a strap. Shaking your head. And slowly curl it up and heel toe in. And wiggle the strap off. Whew. Welcome your new shoulders.